Welcome back. June is Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder, or PTSD, Awareness Month. However, as the 4th of July is approaching, the large bangs from fireworks could be really alarming for a lot of people. Beth Tucker from Volunteer Behavioral Health joining us live on the phone now. Beth, good morning and thank you for being here. Give us an idea of who can be triggered the most when it comes to fireworks, and what is that experience like for them?
Yeah, thank you for having us. So those that can be triggered are those that suffer with post-traumatic stress disorder. That can be people in the military or other people that have experienced traumatic events as well. So making sure that, we're cautious of the people before we go and engage in the fireworks and things like that.
And what's that experience like for them when the fireworks start to go off, Beth?
Yeah, so sometimes they can bring about flashbacks, which is feeling that they're in the traumatic situation again. It kind of puts them back where they're at. Also, the startle response, their body can react. They're racing heart, sweaty palms, they feel frozen, kind of like hypervigilant, where do I go? And then also the emotional response of feeling anxious, feeling numb, or even, detaching from others, not wanting to be around others and seclude themselves.
Wow. And are there any signs before the 4th of July that people who haven't experienced this, maybe service members who just got back or people who just experienced a traumatic event, are there any signs before the 4th of July that they could be triggered by the fireworks?
Yeah, so if they've recently experienced a traumatic event and if they're already getting, feeling anxious when they go to the mall or if they go to a store or around loud noises, so they can kind of go ahead and know, like, this is also going to probably be a trigger for them as well.
Okay, so what's your advice for them? What can they do if they fall into this category and are struggling with PTSD already?
Yeah, so if let's say they go out to do 4th of July with their friends, they can remind themselves of where they're at. So if they're starting to feel anxious, they can do grounding techniques. I tell clients to look around and see what they can see, smell, taste, hear, just so they can put themselves back into where they're at in the present versus getting in their brain of where they used to be. So again, that's a grounding technique. Limit exposure as much as possible. If you know that this could be a triggering day for you, then maybe limit how much you engage with other people just to protect yourself. And then find support. Talk to your family or friends about what might happen, and then also what they can do if they notice that you look frozen or that you look like you're starting to freak out. What can they do to help you as well, so that you can enjoy your time with them but not be overwhelmed?
And you just pointed it out there, Beth. What's your advice for people who have loved ones who could be in this position?
Yeah, I would say doing as much research as you can as to how to support them, learning the grounding techniques with them, learning how to we have something called 4-square breathing, learning small techniques to show them that you're there for them, that you care about them, offering your support, and also making sure that you never make them feel guilty for their reaction. It's not their fault that they have PTSD and stress disorders and things like that. So making sure that you are encouraging them and supporting them, but not making them feel guilty for needing those extra support.
It's so heartbreaking to hear that our service members who fought for the freedom that's celebrated on the 4th of July could be having these kinds of experiences. So thank you so much for your insight this morning, Beth. We appreciate it. Folks, if you're interested in getting some more information and advice, just look for the story at WKRN.com.